challenge with Boss Uzi, and this is day two of our challenge. All right, everyone. I want to welcome. Hi, good evening, everyone. Is bad. Somebody said network is bad. Somebody said network is bad. Network sign. Wow, 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 wow. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Welcome to today's class. Welcome to today's class once again. Hello. I think there's a lot of glitch. Let me come back. A lot of glitch. Yes, welcome everyone. Good evening. Welcome you to the day two of the copywriting challenge with Boss Uzi. And in today's class, we are going to be taking headlines and hooks. Please, if you can hear me, type I can hear you in the comment section. If you can hear me, just type I can hear you in the comment section. If you can hear me, type I can hear you in the comment section. Well done, everyone. So let's get straight to today's join us. So today we are going to just be talking about headlines and hook. And why is this very important? Yesterday I started by talking to you about copywriting. I started by telling you what copywriting is. And I told you that there are four parts of copy. There are four, when it comes to copywriting, there are four things. Like they have four levels, four bases of copywriting. Number one is the word headline. Number one is the headline. Number two is the word hook. Number three is the word body of a copy. And number four is the call to action. So if you want to grab people's attention, if maybe a client gives you an assignment or a job to do, this is the way you do it. No matter any kind of copy you're writing, whether it's an email copy, whether it's a direct response sales copy, whether it's a product description, whether it's any kind of copywriting, any kind of copywriting at all, it has to follow these words, four patterns. That is the headline, the hook, the body of a copy, and the call to action. So today we are going to be taking the headlines and hook. So if you're excited, let's get straight into it. No time to waste time. I know that a lot of people probably did not join because you know I sent the wrong link, but I think I have corrected that. But nevertheless, if you can see my screen, just type in the comment section. I can see your screen. Now, after this class, I think this class is going to be one of the most important class that you would attend because this is the foundation of beginning being a top level word copywriter. So let's go straight into it. Now, like I said, the 3 seconds rule, we are going to be treating something called the 3 seconds rule today. And I want to just let you know that businesses with weak marketing messages, they are going to suffer, as AI has become the order of the day. If your business sounds robotic, if your copy sounds robotic, it is not going to convert. You understand? You're probably going to suffer sales droughts. Now, how can you avoid that? By standing up, by standing out. And how you can stand out is by writing good headlines to catch attention, especially when somebody would click your link or click or just see your stuff online. Studies have shown that content with compelling headlines gets significantly more attention than regular word headlines. For example, how to lose weight. How to lose weight very fast. This is just a generic kind of headline. But when you would add context to it by saying something like lose 10 kg in 30 days without starving yourself, here is how to do that. You understand? So this one is more elaborate. This one is more actionable. Number two is ways to make money online. Instead of saying ways to make money online, say something like 7 proven ways to make money online, even if you're a complete beginner. Another one is another regular kind of headline many people use is why you should save money. We already know that it is important to save money, but this is just a generic kind of headline. But if you say it like this, if you're not saving money this way, you're losing thousands monthly. Now, for you to write a very good headline, there are formulas that you need to obey. These are called what copywriting formulas. If you don't follow this formula sequentially, you're just going to find yourself doing random stuffs. I know some of my students, because of their headlines are very, very poor, their copies are, their copies just follow suit. So, okay, let me see if you can see my screen. Just type I can see your screen. Okay, guys, can you guys see my screen? If you can see my screen, just type I can see your screen. All right. So the second one is what the second word headline formula is the first headline formula we are going to be using is the how to formula. Now, this how to formula is something like this. It's just all about saying your words how to everybody wants to know how to do a specific thing, how to achieve what a desired result without what painful obstacle. You know, do you think I think this class is do you think we should use WhatsApp group rather than live session? Because I think everybody is sleeping. Everybody is sleeping. Okay. Nevertheless, regardless of anyhow, we move. So now, how to formula. Now, the how to formula, like I used to tell my people, is how to use this how to formula. Make sure that what there are two components. The desire. Make sure that how to what achieve a desired result. How to use it is what how to achieve a desired result without painful obstacle. That means how to achieve 5 million naira without what is the obstacle when somebody wants to achieve when somebody wants to achieve 500 million, without what losing money or without what any initial capital. How to make 5 million without any capital. So it's so easy. Painful obstacle is the reason why they have not made what the 500 million or whatever. So that is it. So and regardless of how you're using this formula, it should be very realistic. Do you understand? So the example I gave here is how to build a profitable online business without prior experience. So that is one. Now the second one is called the list formula. Now this list formula is designed in a way that it has the numbers. It starts with a number, or it either starts with a number or a number in the first three lines. Number, then ways to what get a particular benefit, even if doubts or what or concern. Now, let me tell you how it's being used. Number, 7 ways to what get benefits. What is the benefits? Make money on what Instagram. What is the what doubts? Even if you have less than 500 word followers. So you can see we combine the numbers, combine the words, the benefits, and combine the words and eradicate doubts. Can you see, guys? So the third one is the curiosity driven kind of headline. Now you can see this kind of headline: why unexpected claim and what you can learn from it. Why unexpected claim and what you can learn from it. Why making 1 million naira online is easier than you think and what most people are doing wrong. So that is exactly how to use this one. So let us take two more, then we'll just end it up from there. Now you can see this one, proven blueprint formula. This proven blueprint formula is all about using an adjective and a desired result. Most times you can also eradicate pain. Yeah, I hope you understand. So an adjective is just a word used instead of a noun, or used to amplify or modify a word noun. It's just used to elaborate. Now, this kind of headline, the proven blueprint headline framework, is a headline framework that you just use towards sometimes over exaggerate or just add spice to your headline. So the example is the beginner friendly blueprint towards creating your first digital product in 7 days. Now I want everybody to listen to me because this is not going to be just me talking. You're going to be doing some practicals as well today. So beautiful. Well done, everyone. So number 5, this is what the result plus time frame formula. How is this formula being used? Big results in a short time, even if eradication of what doubts. Now, the eradication of doubt is very, very important because sometimes when somebody say how to make 5 million naira with affiliate marketing, they already like, I don't have money, I don't have what it takes. Like I don't have a laptop. But if you can add that, even if you don't have a laptop, even if XYZ, blah blah blah, it will help you what to strengthen your audience, attention weller. Weller. So in this result plus time frame formula, here's what we did. Five, get 1,000 email subscriber in 30 days, even if you were starting from scratch. So in a quick tip, here is just what you need to know. To use this, all you just need to know is what, use strong verbs, use specific numbers, especially what this is just a quick tip for all the whole headlines I've talked about. Number two, make sure you focus on the reader's pain points or transform or disinformation. Number three tip, you need to what, trigger emotions or curiosity. Triggering something. Remember, copywriting is the act of what, crafting emotionally what, compelling marketing message. That emotion must be there in your what, headline. Now, I want everybody to give me two headline each. This class is going to be ending very, very soon. So I want you to give me two headline each of using any of this formula you want. Now, type in the comment section, give me any two headline each. Now, before we go further, there's a particular, you can also get, I also wrote a book that can help you, to strengthen your headline game. It's called what? The 20 Headline Books by Uzoma Oranibo. So this book is simply designed to what, give you 20 compelling headlines for your copies and your content. So what I said here was unlock the secret to skyrocketing your business with just 20 headlines that sells. So this is a 3,000 naira, 3,500 naira book. If you want it, you can get it. Let me show you what is inside. But if you're getting it today, you can get it at a 50% discount. How do you do that? You click here and just put my special coupon code. The special coupon code for this book is called 50. So you put 50 and it will give you what, you turn the price from 3,500 towards 1,550. That is more than a 50% discount. So you can get this book today. Now let me show you what's inside this book. 20 headline book. Let me just go to my. The reason for this book, the reason why I created this book is so that it can help a lot of people would start writing their headline faster. Before you can start thinking, you've already just picked something from this book and you just would put it into action. So let me find the book here and just 20 headline. All right, see the book here. So this is what is in the content of the book. It's going to help everybody, especially beginner copywriters. Now, what I want to first talk about in this book is a quote by Ted Nicholas. He's the father of what's direct response copywriting. And he said something, a good headline writes the entire copy. And what he was trying to say is that, when your headline is amazing, it gives you what flexibility to what write the whole marketing message. For example, you can see a headline like this. This is what 5 simple ways to travel to Canada without writing IELTS examination. Now, I want to ask you guys in the comment section, what headline category does this fall under? Does this fall under the words how to category, listicles, curiosity, proven blueprints, or results, curiosity plus results headline? Under the 5 I just thought now, which one does this one fall under? 5 simple ways to travel to Canada without writing IELTS examination. Put it in the comment section. Let me even see whether you guys are following. All right. So which one did it fall under? Did it fall under the listicles? Did it fall under words? Did it fall under the list? Did it fall under, where did it fall under? So that is it. So let's continue. Let me show you also how you can use this book to get good headlines. So you can see the number 1 how-to headline, which we've already talked about. Now let me go over to another kind of headline. Now, one of the ways to start up any content is, one headline starter is research. When you use research, it makes it look like this is a very intelligent content, or this is what I am, because research, people love things that are factual. People love statistics. So when you start your headline with research shows that 80% of men suffer from prostate cancer after 45. Here's how to avoid it as a man. Do you understand? You can see how this is what's just so sharp. You can see how this is so sharp. Everybody, like, this the trigger. Here's how to avoid it as a man. He already told you that research. This is a what this particular kind of headline has its own strategy. I think I'm writing a new book just for these headline frameworks, formula for headlines and all. I'm writing a what fresh book, and by God's grace, you're going to get it. Another headline starter is at last. At last, you can now learn French from the comfort of your home. Now, what is this headline talking about? This is an attention grabber headline plus what results. You understand? You can also try more in your own time. At last, I just discovered the secret strategy top internet marketers are using to bank 500K monthly. Check here, click here. You understand? So everybody write two headline for me in the comment section so that we can just evaluate. You can also see this one now. Now is the time to improve your English vocabulary in what 20 days. People want to be instructed. One of the reasons why copywriting work is because copywriting triggers people to take action. Now is like a commanding word. Now is the time to change your financial life using this simple 3-step framework. Now is the time to purchase this double leather bag. Just put now is just a good headline starter. You understand? You can also use this one, stop and start. Stop wasting your time on YouTube and start buying courses and mentorship words to get more access. This is a stop and start headline framework. They want stop doing something and start doing something. Stop buying fake wristwatches from random online vendors and start buying from verified vendors like Boss Uzi Luxuries. You understand? You can also see this one, get and without. Get these new Gucci glasses without breaking the bank. You can see what we did here. Get started it, without also ended it. So all these things are intelligence. All these things are what intelligence. The combination of those, the headline starters, and the combination of the one word, that is the headline starter word and the headline formula, can give you what a bang. So that is, by the way, if you're interested in getting it, the link is in the group description. You can do well to what get it from. So that is it. So let me see your headline so far. How many of you have written headline? Okay, we're just one person. Okay, four steps to style your wave wig to bone straight in what 20 minutes. Number 4 will have you looking like a baddie. That is sharp. So Goodness also said something like thinking of an online making money is not complete. Think no further. Goodness, you're not a new student. You're supposed to do better than that. Now let's continue so that we can round up. Now, another thing about this copywriting is, like we've already talked about the word headline. Now let's go over to the hook. Now, what is hook? Let us take it take it a step further by writing hooks. Hooks are follow-up message. After a headline, the next thing that follows up is what? A hook. A hook is a sentence or a short paragraph that follows your word headline. Its job is very simple: to keep readers interested and make them want to read more. Now, there are a lot of types of hook, but I am going to tell you why hooks matters. Number one, they support the headline by adding context. You're going to understand the reason why it's supporting. Like if you say 7 ways to make money online using this simple email strategy I learned, you can now leave it. That is a headline. Your hook can now be something like this: 700 of my students have used this exact strategy to get results. You cannot be left out. You can see what that did. This one is a word statistical hook. Now there's a lot of hook as well. There are many types of hook. I think I'm also going to go back to my lab and go back towards documenting all these things so that you guys can see it. There's statistical hook, there's question hook. There's question hook like 6 ways to work, 6 ways to travel to Canada without writing without what 6 ways to apply to Canada and get your visa approved in just 30 days. Your hook can be something like, have you been trying everything to get the Canadian visa? Question mark. So that is what question hook. There's another type of hook called the word story hook. Story hooks are something like, okay, let's also use this way: 6 ways to travel to Canada without what a visa. Your hook can be something like, in 2021, I and my friends applied using this strategy I'm about to share with you right now, and we got to Canada in no time. You too can apply it and XYZ. So that is how to what that is the reason why I said it would support what the headline. It also sparks curiosity, it highlights the problem or a promise, and they act as a bridge between your headline and the body of a copy. Now let's take some examples. How to turn your knowledge into a six-figure digital product, even if you don't have a laptop. That one is just a headline. Your hook can be something like, if you can teach it, you can sell it. And I'll show you how I did it with zero audience and no paid ads. This is just an example of a hook. It follows a headline. When somebody is reading your work, it makes it so interesting for people to listen to you. Now you can also see a headline like this: 7 mistakes new course creator make. Your hook can be something like, avoiding number 4 alone could save you months of what wasted effort and thousands in lost sales. So that is it. Number 3, the headline. A headline like this: the lazy way to make money with ebooks. Your hook can be something like, this exact method help a stay-at-home mom earn 200K in her first month, even without a what laptop. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what headline and hook is all about. The best kind of hook feels like you're whispering a secret to your audience that has been dying to hear them. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, you can ask me your question right now. Like I said, if you want to get this book, this is the headline book. The link is in the description. If you want to get it, the code is what use 50 to get on board. So that is that for today. Now let me see what you guys have done in the comment section. Do you have any question to ask? It falls under curiosity. No, it doesn't fall under curiosity. What I asked fall under that Canadian example falls under the list 1. So stop losing customers to boring words copy that sell. Stop losing customers to boring words copy that sells here. It's quite not clear. How to get promotion in your job in 2 weeks without having to negotiate. So beautiful. So now that you guys know how to write good headlines, currently, if you're not in the WhatsApp group, I'm going to be giving an assignment. There's just going to be a very brief assignment just to help you train your hands, just to help you solidify your self. With that being said, guess this class is coming to an end, because the reason why I'm ending this class right now, I'm looking for a way to make sure that I give out the necessary value without extending my time. So I'm just trying to test out how to finish classes on time, so that I'll give you guys the remaining time to practice. But nevertheless, tomorrow is day 3, and tomorrow is AI copywriting. It probably may extend more than this time, but it's going to be heavily practical. So meanwhile, if you're interested in the headline book, the link is in the YouTube description of this video. You can get it and start practicing. And I'm also going to give an extended assignment in the WhatsApp group. So with that being said, see you guys tomorrow in the class. I hope you got value today. Tell me that you got value in the comment section. Good night, everyone, and